Morning.
So hey guys, once again this would be another out and about video going to the local swap meet in my area. The first vendor here is the first one that I usually go to since she's next to the entrance. She has quite a few stuff there. She has some anime and gaming soundtracks and PlayStation 2 Xbox games. Pretty much the same stuff
How much is the box
as I've
Tetris?
been before. She has a
$12.
box Tetris for I think $12. But I didn't really jump on it because it was kind of early in the morning, so I kind of passed on that.
How with the Paper Mario?
Besides that, there was Paper Mario, and I was just curious to see how much she was selling it for, and it was like 25 bucks. I was searching around, and that was just
Okay,
a
I might
disc
come back.
only Animal
Thank
Crossing
you.
game. But not really a good start, but I found some pretty interesting stuff that you don't really see in the swap meets in my area per se. So as you can see here, we have a Commodore 64 in the box. Didn't really open it, but it had some weight to it. But on top of it, they had like the keyboard and some sort of disk drive for it, or a floppy disk drive. Not too sure. I didn't really ask for the price. It just looked interesting to actually see it in the swap meets. Wasn't really into collecting like really old consoles whatsoever. So as I went further into the booth, he was pretty much selling some consoles as well, like PlayStation, some controllers, just like some NES hookups, I suppose. And his plastic container pretty much has like the games for it. We got like Miss Pac-Man and some sort of pinball game. I'm not too sure if those were worth anything, but it's really cool to look at. But wasn't really my thing.
Morning.
Morning.
There's a guy over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're interested, but he's selling like a Commodore 64, the box and with some games and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is that the same one?
That's not me. Yeah, not that.
Do you have anything new or gaming wise? I think it's been a while.
I haven't had a chance to go through it. I do have a little bit, but I haven't had a chance to really separate it.
Is this the box or? Sorry, if I could take a look.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Did you get this all in a lot, or these were like separate?
No, I got it in some stuff.
Oh.
That's why, like I said, I didn't have a
Yeah.
chance to do any of it.
Let's see.
No power supplies.
No, just the games. Let's see. Shipmakers, magazine, and on those. Four. Yeah.
So there were three games that I wanted to get: Mischief Maker, Banjo-Tooie, and Rayman 2. I asked to see if there's like a number in his head that he was trying to sell for each. At that time,
I'm
he
interested in the
wanted to see
64
how
game
much they were worth
and the
and
NES
told me to
games. I don't
come
know how
back.
much. I know.
Sadly, I didn't come back because I actually did find something
Tell you what, why don't you
later
come back
at
a
that
little
day.
later on?
Is this the $4 section or?
Everything's different.
Okay,
That connector's $5.
it's 5.
I don't sell my accessories that expensive, unlike the dealer right there behind me.
Yeah.
He gets so irritated at me.
I just don't know what this is.
That is your Super Nintendo 64.
Okay.
This is the adapter that would go down in it.
Mhm.
You put this down in your Nintendo 64.
Mhm.
These were separate games that you could attach to it on top.
Is that for like imports, or you can play like Japanese games with these?
Yep.
Oh.
That was the addition. Huh? That was the adapter that, my God, those were hard to find.
Yeah.
But that fits down in, and then your additional games will go on top. Last weekend,
Mhm.
a guy on row 16 had those games, and I flipped.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm guessing
They're
he's not.
smaller than the 64.
Yeah.
So you've got your Nintendo 64 that's about the size of that cartridge, and then your smaller games will attach on top of it.
So it's $5,
$5.
I guess. Not too sure.
But if you walk around the market and you test out games, just stick it to the top. If it fits, you got it. They're called
Slide on that
Nintendo
thing yet?
64 editions.
Right here. Side on that thing yet?
Just like that PlayStation 2 adapter right there.
Oh yeah.
God, that thing was $100 on eBay at one time because people couldn't get their parts. Good morning.
I'll take a chance for 5. Take a chance for 5.
Oh, you'll enjoy it. Just find the games that go on top of it. You're gonna be walking around looking at games and sticking them on top.
All right. Thank you.
I hope you find it.
Okay, so don't see those too often. Okay.
Sonic 3D Blast?
All right. I guess I'll come back in an hour.
Yeah.
And you got some Super Nintendo games too.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I have to check it out, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I came back and he pulled out all the Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 games. I pretty much sifted through them to see what I wanted to get. The price that he wanted for each game was based off from Amazon and eBay. So I knew for certain that I wasn't able to get pretty much all the games there. Towards the end, I was able to get some games from him, but the whole haggling part was quite difficult. It kind of lasted around like an hour, hour and a half just to price out each game and to see if he could like knock down $5 to $10. But most of the time he wasn't able to budge on some of the prices, such as Zelda and the Star Fox 64. So again, we went back and forth to see what I could get for like a good deal. But towards the end, I came out with some stuff, so I'm kind of happy about that regardless. And it was kind of nice to see some box games in the swap meets. It's been a while since I actually see those in a very long time.
The long one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Por todo es like 200.
Todos los trenes de Thomas.
Todos los de Thomas, yeah, like 200 más o menos.
¿Ese también está con el Thomas?
Sí.
Alright, so this is the recap video of showing you all the stuff that I got. So the first part will show you all the stuff that I got from the thrift stores, my local gaming store. Pretty much a variety of areas that I went to. So this first part here are some Nintendo 64 stuff. We got the Ghost, Smoke, Gray, no I think Purple controller, Perfect Dark, Zelda, and Turok 2. For the price right here, I didn't pay 15 bucks for this. In the collector's case that they had at my local Desert Industries, there was a big bag that had one complete Nintendo 64 with like 2 controllers and the games for it. This is pretty much what's left of the huge lot that they were selling, and I used the Nintendo 64 and the extra controller and the AV cords as trade credit to actually get this game, Art Nelco 2. This came from We Play Games, and I used that just to make the price a little bit more affordable, just to buy this game. It's complete. It has the manual, the soundtrack, and the art book. So, pretty nice edition. At Z Records, I got some GameCube games. We have Godzilla Destroy All Monsters and Bloody Roar Primal Fury. Each game was $11.99 a piece. That's pretty much how it goes for like online. So I just wanted to get those because these look pretty fun. Next here, also from Z Records, we have Gundam Battle Assault 2. I actually own this. I have the loose disc for this, but I actually now have this complete. Next here we have Metal Slug Advance for the Game Boy. Pretty nice find. They also had quite a few Game Boy box Game Boy Advance games there, but this was actually the one that I wanted to get, and the price was like $22.99, so it's a bit pricey. Next we have is Trauma Center New Blood for the Nintendo Wii. I paid $2.99 for this at my local Goodwill. And this NES slot right here came from one of the employees that actually worked in Desert Industries. She had a NES that she wanted to sell because she didn't really have any interest for it. For the console and the games with all the hookups and the 2 controllers, I paid $30 for this. I went to my friend's house afterwards to actually test out the system, and surprisingly, it actually did work. We were actually able to test out all these games. Tennis, 10-Yard Fight, Double Dribble, Slalom, and Wizards and Warriors. So for $30, that's a good deal, and it's actually working. So that's it for the first part. I'm going to switch to the stuff that I got from the swap meet. So this is all the stuff that I got from the swap meets, quite a few stuff. So let's get it started. The first item here is a Super 64. This is some sort of adapter where you could play like import games on your Nintendo 64. For $5, I picked it up just to see if this actually works or anything, or if I ever do come across like some Japanese 64 games, I could actually play it. The vendor told me what this was, and I'm kind of taking his word for it, but I got that for $5. Next we have is a Nintendo GameCube memory card. I paid $5 for it. I only have one, so it's nice to have like a spare. For PlayStation 1 games, we got Silent Hill and Xenogears. For the pair, I paid $25. I actually got Silent Hill down to $10, and they're all complete. The jewel cases itself, pretty scratched, but that's just like wear and tear throughout the years. The discs are pretty fine. Got some PlayStation 2 games. We have Dark Cloud. This one was $2. Gun Griffin Blaze, $2 as well. This is actually a working design style, so it's pretty cool. We have Star Wars Battlefront. This one was $3. And this whole lot came from the guy that had all the box Nintendo games. This is pretty much what I came out with, and I'm pretty much happy with what I've got. I wasn't able to get these some of the 64 or Super Nintendo games there, but I was able to come out with a few stuff. So for the games, we have, I'll start with the Sega Saturn games. He had a few Saturn games, but these were the ones that caught my eye. Let's see, let's do it like this. We got X-Men Children of the Atom, Galactic Attack. It's like a shooter. This one, Panzer Dragoon 2 Zwei. If this was number 3, I would, like, I don't know, but Number 2 is cool also. They have the first one for the Saturn as well. I mean, like, the first one is kind of cheap, but the second one is kind of a bit pricey, like the third one. And Sonic 3D Blast. The only Nintendo game that I was able to get was Star Fox 64 with the Rumble Pack, and it came with the manual, the game of course, and a blue container for this. So the console itself, right here, excuse me, it doesn't have the manuals or anything, but it does have the console, the 2 controllers, and the memory card plus. So also it has the AV cables and like an extra controller as well. But yeah, I pretty much paid around $200 for the whole lot, the Sega Saturn with the 5 games if you include that. I tried to make a deal on the 64 and Saturn games, but he wasn't really budging on the price. But came out with some really good stuff regardless. But anyways, that's pretty much what I have. I'm gonna make another out and about video probably next month. I'm trying to not spend as much now since I kind of went a little bit overboard. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.